Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope everyone's doing well. First of all, Happy New Year. I hope you all had a fantastic break. So I certainly did, went traveling with some friends who were visiting and now I'm back. But I've come down with a mild sickness, so if I sound a bit weird today, that's why. But anyway, as a result of that, I'm staying in and I've got time to make another video, first video of the year, and that is actually a response video to George G's Room of Rock. He's running a contest at the moment because he recently reached 500 subscribers. So first of all, congratulations, George. It's really well deserved. I only recently discovered George's channel when he did a response video to my recent contest, but I've started watching his channel a lot and we have a lot in common in terms of musical tastes, especially with regard to, 80s hard rock and hair metal, that kind of thing. But yeah, George is a really great guy and he's running this contest to celebrate reaching 500 subscribers. And as of recently, I think the last time I checked it was 554, so that's growing rapidly. So what he's asked us to do for this contest in order to celebrate this milestone is do two things. First of all, give 5 shout outs to other channels. And secondly, name 5 bands or artists you are missing albums from. Name the albums and whether you're looking for them on vinyl, CD or cassette. So yeah, it's a 2-part question really. So yeah, that sounds really interesting and I'm very happy to join this contest and it's an original idea. Now with regard to the shout outs, there's been so many contests where we've been asked to do that, so I apologize in advance if I repeat myself, if I have repeated any shout outs, but I don't think I have in today's case, but if I have, it's only because I've given so many already. And secondly, if I haven't mentioned you yet, I'm sure I will get around to you because there are so many contests which ask this question. So first of all, I'll start with my 5 shout outs. So just naming channels which I like. So first of all, The Ninth Circle. That's a channel run by a guy called Bill from the US. And he's really into a lot of extreme metal, like death metal, black metal. So he has a lot in common with my musical tastes. And yeah, likes a lot of obscure stuff as well. So it's always really interesting to watch his channel. He describes the music well, and he's sparked an interest on my part in a lot of new releases and new bands that I haven't heard about. And on top of that, he's a really nice guy. So I definitely recommend checking his channel out. His channel hasn't been running for long, but it deserves to grow a lot. So be sure to check out The Ninth Circle when you can. Okay, second shout out goes to Sean the Beast, and I think he is based in the UK. I remember Marty said in his thread, he's from my island, which is Ireland. I'm not sure, but yeah, anyway, Sean's channel is relatively new as well, but it's growing fast and deservedly. So he's into a lot of modern extreme metal, especially modern death metal. So whenever I watch his channel, I get an education in a lot of new bands, because I'm more of a sort of old school, not so up-to-date guy, but it's always interesting to hear about the newer bands. And Sean has this ability to describe the albums really well, like capture the essence of an album in a really succinct way, and I find it really entertaining, to watch his videos. So yeah, that's my second shout out, Sean the Beast. Okay, my third shout out goes to Heavy Therapy. That's run by a guy called Patrick, I think, from the US. And again, he likes a lot of modern extreme metal, especially death metal as well. So sorry, there's a garbage truck outside at the moment, if that's background noise. Yeah, but Patrick, yeah, likes a lot of modern extreme metal, especially death metal. And again, I'm just introduced to a lot of new bands that I otherwise wouldn't have heard about. So yeah, it's definitely entertaining to watch his channel, and he seems like a really nice guy as well. So coming up to the 4th shout out. This is a channel, I don't think I've shouted him out before, I'm pretty sure, but I'm going to now anyway, and that goes to the Blackened Hymns channel. That's of course Gordon, based in Northern Ireland. So a lot of you are probably already familiar with his channel. It's been running for a while, but again, he deserves to have a lot more subscribers. He's into a really eclectic range of metal, like hard rock, heavy metal, death metal, black metal, just like me. But in addition to that, some other genres which I'm not so into, like doom metal and also some punk. I like some punk too. But yeah, he has a really eclectic range of releases and he's also a really top bloke. So definitely check out the Blackened Hymns channel. And my final shout out goes out to Maze of Torment. So That's a channel that's been around for quite a few years, I think, and a lot of you are probably familiar with him. I think his real name's Devon, and he's also based in the UK, USA, yeah, California, I think. And he's quite a young guy, but already has a massive collection, like hundreds of records, literally. And he has a really good taste in extreme metal, like death metal, black metal, also thrash metal, and some heavy metal. So again, I have a lot in common with his musical taste. He's very knowledgeable, and he also has this ability to capture the essence of an album, describing it in a very succinct way. So definitely check out his channel, it's great. So yeah, they're my 5 shout outs, first of all. Now we will go to the second part of the question, which is missing albums from your collection. So name 5 bands or artists that you're missing albums from. Name the albums and whether you're looking for them on vinyl, CD, or cassette. Okay, so I'm just going through these in alphabetical order. So the first band I'm going to mention is Blackened. So I've mentioned this band quite a bit. This is an underrated hard rock heavy metal band from Portland, Oregon, I think, and famous for featuring Tommy Thayer, who was later the lead guitarist of Kiss, of course, and also Jamie St. James, the vocalist, who was one-time vocalist for Warrant. Now, these guys released 4 stellar, brilliant albums in the 80s, and I own them all. And after that, they were on hiatus for a while, you know, as a lot of these bands from that kind of genre were. But about 10 years ago, I think, they released an album called Hell Yeah, which I think was only on CD. Maybe it's a self-released album, but I don't own that one, and that's a really difficult one to get. So they have a total of 5 albums. I own 4 of them, but I'm missing Hell Yeah. So that's my first, you know, hole in the collection, if you like, so Blackened. Okay, the second band I'm going to mention is a band I spoke about just recently, in fact, in my last video, Immortal. And if you watched that video where I ranked the discography as best I could in terms of the albums I have, I mentioned that I'm missing 2 albums. First of all, All Shall Fall, and secondly, the newest album, War Against All. And the reason is because the country I'm living in, it's hard to just, I don't even have a record shop in my town, so you can't just go and grab some albums very easily. I have to travel to another city or order by mail, but in any case, yeah, I'm missing those 2 albums. So All Shall Fall, I've ordered War Against All from a local contact, but I'm not sure when that's going to arrive, but All Shall Fall is one that I'm really after to complete the Immortal discography. So that's my second band. All right. Now, third band where I'm missing, I have holes in the collection, believe it or not, is Kiss. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that Kiss are probably my favorite band of all time, certainly favorite rock band, but it's hard, you know, because then I have favorite death metal bands, favorite black metal bands, and so on. But if I had to name one favorite band of all time, it would be Kiss, certainly my favorite rock band, for sure. So I own pretty much all of their albums, with a few exceptions, of course. So I'm actually missing 3 in total. So first of all, the Gene Simmons solo album from 1978. The reason I wasn't in a hurry to buy that one was because I didn't like it much. It's very poppy, but you know, if there's a possibility to, you know, fill holes in the collection, yeah, that's one of them. So Gene Simmons' 1978 solo album. Also the 1995 album Carnival of Souls, which was the last album to feature Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Eric Singer, and Bruce Kulick. And I think they were sort of like, they were the lost recordings because they were going to release the album, but then there was the original Kiss reunion. But I've heard that that album's very different, so I'm curious to own it, and I don't. So yeah, that's the second one. And the other album I don't own by Kiss is Psycho Circus. And again, like the Gene Simmons solo album, I'm not in a hurry to pick that one up because I didn't like it all that much. There were a few good songs, but in any case, I'm missing 3 albums by this band. So Gene Simmons solo album, Carnival of Souls, and Psycho Circus by Kiss. Okay, coming up to the 4th band where I have holes in the collection. Again, this might be surprising to people. Marduk, which are of course my favorite black metal band of all time, from Sweden, and I own pretty much everything by them, with the exception of 2 albums. They are Serpent Sermon, and also the newest one, Memento Mori. So again, it's just hard for me to come by those albums, so I would definitely like to pick them up. I haven't, through my local contact who I buy CDs and records from, he hasn't indicated that they're available yet, but I still need those in the collection so to complete it. So yeah, for Marduk, Serpent Sermon, and Memento Mori. All right, and coming up to the last band from the US, Mortician. So I'm showing probably the most classic full-length album here. That's Hacked Up for Barbecue. Yeah, Mortician are brutal death grind from New York. One of my favorite bands of all time. They're, the key to their success, I think, lies in their simplicity and the brutality. It just puts a smile on my face. But yeah, I own every album. They have a lot of like splits and EPs, but I'm talking about full-length albums. I own all of them except for one, which is Darkest Day of Horror. So again, I just haven't come by that one. I've heard it and I do like it. It's typical Mortician. But in order to complete the full-length collection, I need Darkest Day of Horror by Mortician. All right, so there you have it, guys. There are my 5 shout-outs and 5 bands where I have holes in the collection. So George, I hope I've followed all of the instructions correctly, and I hope everyone enjoyed this video. And yeah, once again, George, congratulations on reaching 500. I'm sure you'll reach 600 soon. So keep up the great work. And by the way, you have great taste in music. All right, guys, so I won't keep you any longer. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll be back again soon to do the Metal Tag 2024. I'm working on my answers at the moment, and that looks like a lot of fun. So really looking forward to doing that. As always, thanks for your support of the channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you liked this video, please consider subscribing. All right, guys, so all the best for the new year. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.